So next one is the first order reaction. The rate of a reaction is proportional to the first power of concentration of the reactant. So that is the first order reaction. So we will derive the rate equation for first order reaction also. Consider a chemical reaction that gives the reactants gives rise to the products. R is the reactant and P is the product. So rate is equal to, in the same way, rate is equal to minus dr by dt is equal to k into r to the power of 1. R to the power of 1. That means the first power of the concentrations. First power of the concentration. So it is written as the k into r to the power of 1. Rate is equal to minus dr by dt, that is equal to k into r to the power of 1. We will rearrange both r factors one side and the dt factor to the other side. So the minus dr by r is equal to k into dt. Minus dr by r is equal to k into dt. So we will integrate this equation on both sides. That is integral. Minus will be put to the other side. So that is integral dr by r is equal to integral minus k dt. Integral minus k dt. So minus and then k, they do not change. So instead of dt it will become as a t. So integral dr by r, that is equal to integral dr by r is equal to, it will, if the differential equation is naturally integrated, it will be converted into the natural logarithm, but not to the base 10 log. It will convert into the natural logarithm. That those natural logarithm is denoted by ln. Ln means natural logarithm. That means log to the power of base e. That is the natural logarithm. We are using the common logarithms, that is log base 10. So here we will convert the differential equation. When the differential equation is integrated, it will directly convert it into the natural logarithm. So ln r will written as my integral dr by r is equal to ln r is equal to minus k into kt plus I. So this one is the first equation. Ln r is equal to minus kt plus I. That is the first equation. So similarly, from the zero order reaction, when time t is equal to 0, that means the chemical reaction is not yet started at initial time t equal to 0, where r becomes r0. R becomes r0. So we will put these two values in the first equation, that is ln r0 is equal to minus k into 0 plus I. So that is equal to ln r0 is equal to I. Ln r0 is equal to I. This one is the second equation. We will substitute in second equation in the second equation in the first equation. Ln r is equal to minus kt plus I, that is first equation. Ln r0 is equal to I is the second equation. So instead of I, we will put the ln r0. So ln r is equal to minus kt plus ln r0. Rearrange both r factors at the same side. That is ln r minus ln r0 is equal to minus kt. By removing this negative sign, we will rearrange this equation as ln r0 minus ln r is equal to kt. Ln r0 minus ln r, that is in the log a minus log b form. So it can be written as log a by b. That means ln r0 divided by r, concentration of r, is equal to kt. This one is in the natural logarithmic form. We will convert into the common logarithmic form by multiplying it by the 2.303. That means 2.303 into log R0 by R. Log R0 by R is equal to KT. That means natural logarithms are converted into common logarithm, that is in the base 10 form. We will multiply it by using 2.303. So 2.303 into log R0 by R equal to KT, or K is equal to, we are deriving the rate constant for the first order reaction. So K is equal to 2.303 by T into log R0 by R. 2.303 by log R0 by R. R0 is the initial concentration and R is the concentration at time T. So that is the rate constant, rate equation for the first order reaction. We can calculate the T value also from this equation, that is T is equal to 2.303 by K into log R0 by R. So we will draw graph for the first order reactions. First graph is concentration of ln R to the time t. Ln R versus time t. That is the first graph. This x-axis and this one is y-axis and this one is origin. It is a negative slope. It is a negative slope. The intercept denotes the ln R0. Intercept denotes the ln R0, and the slope k is equal to, it is a negative slope. K is a negative slope. That is the graph between ln R and the time t. And second graph, that is xy. Second graph is the in x-axis it is time t, and in y-axis it is log R0 by R. Log R0 by R. So the graph between log R0 by R versus time, it is a positive slope. It is a straight line, passes through the origin. So slope is equal to, here the slope is equal to k by 2.303. The slope is equal to k by 2.303. So these are the graphs for the first order reactions and examples for the first order reactions. Examples for the first order reaction. First one is the all radioactive decay reactions. All radioactive decay reactions are the best examples for first order reactions. All radioactive decay reactions, that means uranium converts into the thorium and radium to radon. These are all radioactive reactions or comes under the first order reactants. And second one is the decomposition of N2O5. N2O5 decomposes to 2NO2 plus half O2. 2NO2 plus half O2. It is the second example for that is nitrogen pentoxide, dinitrogen pentoxide dissociates into nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So this is the one more example for the first order reaction. And another one, that is dissociation of nitrous oxide. This is also third example for the first order reaction. So these are all that is about the first order reactions and the examples of the first order reaction. Next one is the gas phase first order reactions. Gas phase first order reactions. For example, if we take A, it is a gas, it gives rise to B gas plus C gas. That is the chemical reaction. A gives rise to B plus C, all are in the gaseous form. So the total pressure as per Dalton's Partials law, Pt is equal to Pa plus Pb plus Pc. That is the total pressure for according to the Dalton's law. So here we will derive the total pressure by this rate law equation. So first one, again we will draw the same equation. A gives rise to B gas plus C gas. So that is again we are writing the same equation. At time t equal to 0, at t equal to 0, that means the reaction is not yet started. At time t equal to 0, the pressure of A is equal to PA. The pressure of A is equal to PA, that means PI, that is the initial pressure. Pressure of PA is equal to PI, and whereas the B and C are not yet formed at the initial stage, so their pressure will be 0 atmospheres respectively, because they are not formed at the initial stage. At time t equal to 0, pressure of A is equal to PI, and next at time t, pressure of A is equal to PI minus X. That means X atoms of gas is consumed to give the X atoms of B and X atoms of P. So its pressure is X atmospheres, and pressure of C is equal to X atmospheres. Pressure of A is equal to P minus X atmospheres, and pressure of B is X atmospheres, and pressure of C is the X atmospheres. So the total pressure as per Dalton's law, PT is equal to PI minus X plus X plus X. That means PA plus PB plus PC. PA is PI minus X, PB is X, and PC is the X. So the total pressure PT is equal to PI plus X. PI plus X. So X is equal to PT minus PI. X is equal to PT minus PI. So where PA is equal to ఎంత ఉంది ఇక్కడ, PI minus X. PA is equal to PI minus X as per the first equation. PA is equal to PI minus X. So that is equal to PI minus X is equal to PI minus PT minus PI. X value, we will substitute the X value in this equation. PI minus X is equal to PI minus, what is X? PT minus PI. PT minus PI. So it will give 2PI minus PT. The PA is equal to 2PI minus PT. So as per rate constant, K is equal to 2.303 by T into log PT by PA. PT by PA. PT is the total pressure of the gas, and PA is the partial pressure of the gas A. PT by PA. Whereas PA is equal to 2PI minus PT. We will substitute the PA value in this equation. So again we will draw the K is equal to through 2.303 by T into log PT by 2PI minus PT. 2PI minus PT. So that is about the first order reactions for the gaseous phase.